Oh, Lordy. Damn it. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Awesome. Let's see here. Alright. Let's get some shares. My account is private. What the hell? Is it showing me on private?
I don't see you on private.
I want to share it. And that's what's telling me. Couldn't share this live because your account is private. What the hell?
I'll share it out.
Man, TikTok. We're gonna talk about Paige some more. I haven't finished my synopsis on Darla, the new one we're gonna cover, but her eye is in the sticker. I don't know if you can see that sticker because TikTok's being stupid. But I had an awareness live by her last weekend. Her name is Paige on her page. Um, you cannot see the sticker. No sticker. Oh my god. And I have to do live on this phone because everything else is on my other phone. Mm. Oh, shit. You see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I have. I mean, I know I do. Yep. I don't see a screenshot of her account in my scroll. Okay. Green screen. Effects. Off. This is Paige. So, the last we left off with her was this power bill scam. Yeah, Jules, she's definitely a scammer. She's a bad one too. Um, Now remember that she only does videos. She doesn't go live. So we're gonna start back from the beginning with the very first video that I have recorded of her. And remember that this is from November the 6th. Hey, sunshine. Let me turn the volume up. With everyone that has been following along and helping me and my son, we were accepted into a transitional housing program with controlled rent and help with utilities. So my full income will not be going to my home anymore. I have been praying to God for months and months since we got out of the domestic violence for an answer to this struggle, for a way out without taking my life, because I am a mother and I cannot leave my son, but I could not keep living like this. The move that we are making, my housing expenses will be about $1,000 less a month than what they are now. And remember that, $1,000 less. I have the money to break my current lease and cut off my current account with my utility company where I'm at now. I have to raise the funds in the next week or so to cut on power and water for my new home. That is all I don't have. I have to deposit everything else. I need $300. If I can raise that, we can move and get out of this situation. Okay, so she says $1,000 less a month for utilities, like for all these bills, right? And she also acts like she's going to get power and water through a brand new company, is the way that I took that video. Okay, so now we go to, I got to find the video from the 24th. And this is where the power thing starts, I do believe. Let's see. No, it's not. Let's do this. Video. Yes, I'm in the car. This is the only time that I have private time to myself, like a few minutes of quiet in between jobs and taking him to school and Uber and everything else. So we would get the groceries that we needed. A 2-year-old is delivered, and then I was sent money to go get things that we needed. You know, like toilet paper, batteries, flashlights, candles, things like that that I just don't have right now. Now this is when the first storm hits. If a storm isn't here, we do not have water as of right now. With me moving, I had to pay, first last month's rent, security deposit. I had to make a deposit to get power cut on, connection fee. So that I didn't have enough for the connection for the water. Right now, I'm going to Pilot to take a shower. It's $30 every time we have to shower because they charge for him too, not just me. So I am still trying to get that cut on. It would be great if we can have it before we're possibly stuck at home for days on end. Oh, that would be horrible. If we can't shower or bathe or flush a toilet, being stuck there, I don't know what we're going to do. And then the last thing is gas. I do need to fill up my car. We don't have propane or a kerosene heater if the power goes out and we are absolutely stuck and cannot get on the road. We are going to have to go in my car for heat. I have a backup plan if the roads are safe and we can get somewhere else, but I don't know. We're playing it by ear, so I'm just trying to be as safe as possible. I was looking into getting a propane or kerosene heater, like a gas buddy, but right now I can't afford it. So.
Okay, so you heard that she had a backup plan in case the power went out. Okay. That's going to become very important here in a minute. All right, so now we need to go to the 27th of January. Now, mind you, she just moved into this place, guys. This brand new place.
Where
So
is
she's going
yours to go?
do what?
Or it's cheaper.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be cheaper. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be real important here in a minute. This girl makes so many videos, you can't even... I can't... It's hard for me to keep up, but I've not had the best week myself with this weather. But luckily I don't have to worry about my power. This just goes on and on with this power scam. And it just... The things that she says and the amounts that she's going to say, by the time I'm done with this, you're going to be 100% convinced that this whole thing was a scam.
And into our safe house. We live in an area that was hit by the ice storm, over the weekend, and I have missed 6 days of work, which is a whole paycheck, so I'm not going to be able to pay all of my power that is due by the end of the week, and we are going to be without heat and power, so I really, really need help. We're Ubering right now. I'm doing deliveries because my work is closed today. Go back tomorrow. I'm doing everything I can to try, to earn extra money and get on my feet, and I'm really struggling. There's only so much that one person can do, and I'm doing it all. Donating plasma, doing the Uber. At some point, I feel like I failed as a parent, even though I got him safe. I'm struggling so bad, and it's just... I just need help. I don't want to have my son, without heat and stuff, no matter what I have to do. I have my GoFundMe link. I'm trying to fulfill it with what I'm doing with Uber to try to hopefully get that paid and for us just to be safe through this until things warm up some. Because I know...
Maybe that's not the one I'm looking for. It's this one. Okay. Sorry, she makes like 3 or 4 videos a day, so...
As of Wednesday night, Thursday morning, I missed 6 days of work with the ice storm, so I had to make the choice between, do I pay my rent or do I keep us warm and do I keep the power on? And
You just moved in here. Why you need the rent already? What? Like, get out of here. There's no way that you just had to pay rent when you just paid you the deposit and to come back. Like, always come back. No, she's been on here for a while doing this.
I'm my best right now and I don't have help. I've been Ubering all hours of the day, in the morning and at night after my son takes a nap if I don't work, because I'm trying so hard to work. That's all I'm doing is working.
Making videos
and to miss 6 days of work, a lot of people can't, and we can't be without heat. So many people are saying call 211, call the churches. Like, I have got no help since I've got out of domestic violence. I've got no help at all from any organization, any church, nothing. The people I've met here and then strangers I've met along the way within my community have helped me, and that's it. I've done it on my own, that's it.
No, you haven't. You haven't done anything on your own. Right, sunshine?
And then, if your power gets cut off or disconnected, I will have to make another deposit of $250, which I don't have because my credit is not the best. So I am basically at this point.
Okay, so that's going to be real important. $250. Her son's birthday is in September. $250 for deposit. I'm looking at my notes again. Okay.
Begging for help. I have proof of income. I have proof of doing Uber, proof of everything I've bought, paid for, and why I don't have the funds right now. And I'm willing to show that and send that to anyone to get help. It's too cold to be without.
I thought you had a backup plan. Oh, I'm going to show you some receipts here in a minute, Sherry. You're going to love them, too. Okay, so then we go to we need the 28th.
I'm trying to raise funds for utilities after I missed 6 days of work due to the ice storm.
You say this video has been deleted.
I'm afraid to drive in the ice or the snow. I lived in Nashville for a couple years. I'm not afraid of it. It's just they weren't letting anybody come in. So no matter how hard you begged or asked or needed work, sorry, they weren't letting us come in. So far I've raised $100. I'm still down to needing $200 to get it paid for.
So I take that to mean your power bill was $300 flat, right? This on the 28th. That's going to become real important here in a minute.
I'm heading into work now to work my normal shift. Thank God we're back in. And then after that, I'm going to do Uber to try to raise money that way too. So thank you for anyone that has helped so far with donations to Venmo or GoFundMe. I will come back and share proof of the bill being paid after it's done if I accomplish that. Thank you. Everybody in.
Okay. So $300, right? So let's go to the 29th. Let me make sure I got the right 29th. Like I said, she makes them so back to back.
Yeah, I constantly have to look at her account.
Yeah, but a lot of them are gone. Like, especially now that she's running this new scam, and yeah, she's getting quite pissed off. Today she really big mad because me and some people put some heat on her, and she didn't like it too good. They started asking some questions in her chat, and she didn't like being questioned. Well, you know what? You're on here asking for other people's money, so yeah, I think some questions need to be asked of you. Because your stories and your math just don't add up.
She never shows a bill.
Oh, she shows a bill, but I'm going to show you that it's fake. Oh, crap. I got to turn it back up.
$200. I have over half of the bill. No, I'm not behind. No, this is not.
So she has $200. She has over half of the bill. So half of the bill. So now is the bill $400? Because the day before it was $300.
Multiple months worth. This is 1 month from last month, and it's over $400 with Georgia Power. I've had.
It's over $400. Yesterday it was $300.
My new home too, to make sure
the day before.
Nothing's over using energy. It's insulated correctly. Everything's sufficient, up to date, and it is. That's just what the bills are running, I guess, when it's 10 and 15 degrees and 30 degrees. So I have
well insulated, huh?
Every place possible, asking for help and showing my proof of income, and so far nothing. I went through domestic violence, if you don't know that, last year, and yes, I pressed charges, and the abuser got a prison sentence, and even with that, the domestic violence center will not help, because I'm not in active eviction, and I'm not homeless. And to me, I'm sorry, that's bullshit. I'm a Christian woman, I don't cuss a lot, but it's bullshit, because even though I am able to make rent every month, I am struggling very bad. Very bad. I'm working 2 jobs and then doing Uber after my shifts just to be able to afford groceries and things like that. And then missing 6 days of work, I can't afford I can't afford utilities. And now, in Georgia, we are supposed to have ice again this weekend, so they've already called work again for Saturday. So
okay, so she's saying they already called work for Saturday. Okay, so Saturday will be the 1st. That's going to become important in a minute.
Savings are non-existent when you live paycheck to paycheck. I mean, it's just, I'm very defeated right now. Very. Very.
Okay, so now we need to go to the 30th. Because this just goes on and on. I think that this one is it.
I'm done with one job due to the weather and off for the rest of the day until my night shift starts. We did not raise the funds needed to keep the power on. It was disconnected. I'm down to $175 that I need to have it put back on, and then a reconnection fee. They're going to work with me on that at least. I did call the domestic violence center again and some more churches. I haven't heard anything back. The domestic violence center, starting in February, their funding starts over for a new year, so I'm hoping that maybe then they will be able to help. I don't know. So far they haven't been able to, but I'm still trying. So
I'm
trying to raise that last bit to get it back on. It is supposed to snow. We're supposed to get 3 to 4 inches tomorrow, so it's going to be a rough weekend for us. Very bad weekend for us. We're going to have to find somewhere to stay or in the car for now. That's the only option I have is for us to sleep in the car. So.
No, I just don't get it. Even if you didn't have power, how is it safe for you to sleep in your car with a 2-year-old? How is it safe when you say you're a DV victim? Who would even think that's possible? Put some more blankets on your bed. I don't know. Can you find that Reddit and send it to me on Instagram, Crystal? It might be on the Grifter Show page. They post a lot of scammers and beggars on there. If you don't follow that Reddit account, head on over there. So yeah, I mean, it's wild. She still needs 175, and she's gonna go work night shift. Okay. Now she claims that a babysitter watches the child while she goes and works. Okay. But in the next video, she's going to tell you that somebody gave her hotel points to go stay in a hotel. Now, if you're working 3rd shift, why did you need a hotel room? And the child is going to a babysitter. I just, this just don't add up. This is all a money grab for you, Taylor, Paige, whatever your name is. At this point, you're taking advantage of people, and this just continues to get worse and worse.
It's every day.
Huh?
It's every day.
It's every day. It's 3-4 videos a day, and this is just these women that are helping her. They know what it's like to be in this kind of situation, because there are women that go through DV and that don't get a lot of help. Now, she's going to continue to tell you that baby daddy is either in prison, or some videos she'll tell you that it's jail. But I'm telling you that he is not locked up in prison, and I am telling you that he is not in any county in Georgia that I can find, or Bugs can find, or a third person that's has joined the ranks to help us can find, and they actually live in the state of Georgia. So, this, it is terrible. I really think at this point that he is sitting right there with you. That is my opinion, and that opinion will not change. And this is wild. So now we're going to go to the 31st, which would have been Saturday.
Just woke up. I just put him back in his car seat. I'm down to a quarter tank of gas that has to last us until Monday morning when I can call and get the power reconnected. I cannot spend any of that money for reconnection. I just can't, because if I do, we will not be able to put the power back on, and I can't do that. We have not eaten, and I'm down to a quarter tank of gas. I'm hoping that will get us through the night, at least with the heat on. I don't have anywhere else to go at this point right now. His father's in prison. I don't have family. I don't have anyone to call. So we've got to keep warm. I'm an adult. Yes, I will be okay. He is what I'm worried about right now. Been in the
Okay, let me go back, because that's not the first one she made on Saturday. The first one on Saturday is about the hotel points that she stayed with. That somebody gave her hotel points to get a room. I have all these dated, so... And she said she worked Saturday night, so... which is crazy to me. That you worked Saturday night, but you only had a quarter tank of gas. But later, she's going to tell you in another video that she works an hour away. An hour away. You ain't making it to work, girl, hour away and back on a quarter tank of gas. Plus, she says that... What was it? My brain is on fire. Look at my notes. Okay, I said another video. Okay, I'm gonna play this one.
hotel points for a free room that we were able to use last night, but we had to check out this morning. We are going to be staying in the car so we can have heat and warmth. If anyone can help with a meal and make sure that we have gas. Once again, because of it storming last weekend, I did not get paid this week from the last storm. So, I'm just making sure we are able to run the car to keep warm. And if in case we do get another hotel room, we can go to that, warm food. Thank you.
So again, I don't know why she's going to go to work, because she said, well, I'm in between jobs. I mean, it's just on and on. Let's go. Looking for the night video. Anything else you want to add right now, Bugs?
Well, somebody mentioned in the comments that she never wears a coat. I'm like, yeah, she never wears a coat. Her or her son never has a coat on.
No.
About it. When you open a GoFundMe, the number that shows is the total amount of funds that has been raised since you opened that GoFundMe fundraiser. So mine says there's 3,000 or 3,200. That doesn't mean I have $3,200 actively that I can use.
Okay, run his face.
At the donation dates, mine has been opened 8 months. So as that money cleared over the 8 months, I use it immediately because I needed it. So just because it says $3,200 does not mean it has $3,200 right now that I can use. Why would I not use that? That makes no sense. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. So that is the total amount of funds raised over the period of the fundraiser. And since you click on it and you're seeing the amount, you need to read how far back the donations go.
People aren't going to do that.
Scroll to the bottom and see when they started. So, I mean, if I had $3,200, I definitely would not be asking anyone for help. That makes no sense. So please just read up on GoFundMe if you haven't. To explain how GoFundMe works to anyone that has never...
And just for clarification, she did get $200 on the GoFundMe recently. I think it was like 4 days ago. Mind you, that when I woke up this morning, she made a new GoFundMe. So, in a video that I've already played, she talked about how she didn't want to make multiple GoFundMes. You know, she didn't want to do that. But yet, you did. You sure did. See, I'm looking for this other 31 video that she states that she has the money. Jesus.
There's just so many videos, it's hard to keep up with her.
It is. It's hard to, okay. Here we go. I think this is it.
Till Monday, someone had hotel points for a free room that we were able to use last night, but we had to check out this morning. We are going to be staying in the car so we can have heat and warmth. If anyone can help with a meal and make sure that we have gas.
Again, there's nothing in the car, guys. Do you see any blankets? I didn't see anything in the car.
From the last storm.
I mean, it could be in the trunk, but so, yeah.
I'm just making sure we are able to run the car to keep warm. And if in case we do get another hotel room, we can go to that, warm food. Thank you.
I still don't think that's it. Okay, let's go to the first then. Sunday night update.
And I can call and get the power reconnected. The best. We are back in the car. We checked out of our hotel. Don't look the best. I'm gonna make another video here to explain how the GoFundMe works to those that are asking. This is what I have. See, current balance 00, being processed 193. That's currently what is in the GoFundMe that can be used, $193. That donation was specifically made for power restoration only, and that is the only thing I'm going to use it for. The other funds that it shows that have been raised, the domestic violence happened in August, and when I couldn't find help from the DV Center, churches, nonprofits, I opened that to get the help. My rent's $1,500 a month. My power bill runs $200 to $300 a month. I have a car payment. I go to an MA.
Now, mind you, she tell you the GoFundMe was opened in August, but the GoFundMe is from February. She said previously in another video I showed in the last live that she had changed the GoFundMe.
Clinic, that's $500 a month. Until I found my second job, I wasn't making enough to pay the bills on my own. I had no help. So I'm not just here asking for help, having thousands of dollars sitting somewhere. That would be horrible and morally wrong. That's not the person that I am. Those that have followed this journey with me see that I work 2 jobs. I do Uber. I'm doing the best that I can to put forth the effort to get out of this situation to where I don't need help. So just wanted to clarify on that.
Yeah, most people haven't seen her imprinted because she's a video beggar. She never goes live. So those people, they fly under the radar. And I think that those people will need more attention. So that's why I have started covering these video beggars. Joe Squirrel's another one. Joe Squirrel's received, I think we're up to $146,000 on a GoFundMe. Just to
Yeah.
let y'all know, Jess can't be here tonight. But he had court on Wednesday for child support, and Joe didn't show up to court. But Joe owes back child support, and he got $146,000 on a GoFundMe. Yeah, he no-showed. Yeah. And that's not including what he's got on his pay apps. I mean, we know that he's gotten a ton of money on his pay apps. We're not stupid. We're not dumb. When you say, oh, if you could hit my tip jar so my babies will eat, you know, they have food in their belly. I mean, yeah. But he didn't show up to court. So she's going to continue on with the process, and we're going to continue to give updates. And when she can come over here and get in a box, she'll make updates. I don't know, Sunshine. You know, I really hope she continues the fight, and it keeps us updated, and that she's not scared of him, because he's a bitch. I'm just going to say it. You can't pay your child support, and you've gotten all that money. You're a piece of shit. Okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I sincerely hope that she can subpoena the records to find out how much he has gotten on his pay app, since he don't want to pay. And it's not like he owes some great big number that's, you know, astronomical. You know, I think it's below 10 grand. But yeah, I'm fully behind her, 100%. He can sue me for defamation all he wants to. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not scared of him. Nah. Nah, dude. That's terrible. That you don't take care of your other kids. You just didn't even care. That's disgusting. Makes me so mad. I don't, you know, men and women that don't take care of their responsibilities in life, such as children, because it's not just men, it's women too that do it, you know. But it's disgusting. Very disgusting, and it's deplorable. Really is. You received all that money, and you can't help her. Not one single bit. And I'm really glad she found us. I'm glad she has the information that she does for me and Bugs, so. So let's play this one.
We took a little nap today, and now we are getting ready to hopefully go stay in a hotel for the last night until the power company is back open in the morning, and I can call and hopefully get the power back on. I have the money for the bill and $100 towards deposit, so I'm hoping that's all that it is. By the time I had the funds Friday evening, they were already closed. So
okay, so let me look at my notes again. Yeah. Has the money to pay for the bill, and she has $100 towards the deposit. Had the funds Friday evening, but they were closed. They were closed.
if they had some kind of weekend support, we wouldn't have had to go through this, which would have been better. But I'm grateful for all of the help that we have received. I wanted to say thank you to every kind person that has just shown encouragement, love, support, help, anything at all that brings someone into my life. I'm grateful and I'm thankful, because there's nothing worse than already having a really hard time in life when you're doing your best and you're praying for God to make a way out of it, and then you have people just constantly making fun of you and putting you down. That doesn't help. So we just have to make it through the night, and then hopefully we will be able to get power reconnected tomorrow that we have enough for. Hey everybody, just making an up.
Let me go to the other second, the February 1st video.
Because we're sleeping in the car, or FCOP. People have told. Me to go to a shelter because we're sleeping in the car. I have called just about every shelter that I can find on Google, and there's none available for us to go to, even with a 2-year-old. They don't have anything open. The closest thing open would be in the city of Atlanta, which is about 2 hours from me. So we do not have a hotel room for tonight. We will be sleeping in the car again. Right now it's 34 degrees, and I'm just kind of riding around to have the heat on while he's about to eat dinner. So keep us in your prayers. You know, a lot of people have told me to go to...
And again, why would you sleep in the car? And why would you get a hotel room when you said you were going to work? Yeah. Draining. Hey, Dolphin. Okay, so now we're going to go to the second. No. I'm sorry, guys. These are so a little bit crazy.
Until after Monday morning, but Georgia Power discontinued disconnections last week when we had the ice storm that was really bad, but they started again Thursday morning. This last Thursday, they restarted the disconnections. And yes, I got a notice that my power was being cut off. I did not have the money after I missed over 6 days of work. That falls into 2 paychecks for me. 1 full week and then half of a paycheck for the next week when you work 12-hour shifts. So I had to decide, do I pay my rent in full? Do I pay some of the rent, not all of it, and put the rest on utilities?
Hey, Lisa.
I paid my rent in full, and that was the choice that I made. I thought that was best because no matter what, I had my home and I have my car. So, I mean, I'm glad that if your state doesn't do disconnections when there's cold weather, but in Georgia, we typically do not have weather like this, so they're discontinuing. They're cutting people off. To get clothes for me and my son is around 5:30.
Unreal. Let's find the morning second video. Okay.
Morning, I'm just making it. It's 9:30. It is Monday morning. I'm just making an update. So I've talked to the power company this morning. As soon as they opened, my bill amount was $331 for 1 month. That wasn't me being behind.
Okay, so now we got 3 different bill amounts. We had 300. We had over 400. Now we have 331.
Multiple months or anything like that. That was 1 month I got billed for. Which
You hadn't even been there a month.
Post a picture in the comments if needed.
Hadn't even been there a month.
And then the deposit for reconnection on top of the bill is $225.
Okay, $225. But you told us back. Oh, where is it? You told us it was $250 for the security deposit on the 27th of January.
So I have to have like $556 and some change to get the power cut on. And I asked, what if I made like half of the deposit now? Could I be billed for the other half or 2/3 of it? Just anything at all to try to help me to get my power on. And they're not working with me.
But you said in another video they were going to work with you.
Have a deposit up to as high as 2 times as your average bill amount. So she said I'm lucky that I'm getting the $225 because my bills average anywhere from $250 to $400 a month.
You just moved into this place. How could that be the average when you haven't even been there a month, according to you and your videos that I have recorded because you delete your videos? I wonder why.
Just for utilities. So I am waiting right now on the GoFundMe. I have $198 that is waiting to be processed that I have that was donated. That's going towards that.
Really? You said you had all the money.
So the GoFundMe.
You said you had all the money on Friday to pay it, but you couldn't pay it in time.
It's like a bank, I guess. They don't process on the weekend. So I don't know if it'll be today. It might be tomorrow that it comes through. So I'm going to go back to work tonight. But during the day today, I'm going to do Uber to raise as much money as possible. And then I go back to my normal shift tonight for third shift.
Yeah. She's going back to work, but
it's 9:30.
She got hotel room money for money not to. So let's go. Back.
I go in at 7:30. I'll be off around 4 a.m. I just want to thank anyone that has
Now,
been praying.
correct me if I'm wrong. You're going in at 7:30, getting off 4 a.m. That's not a 12-hour shift. I can do math.
And supporting me and my son throughout this journey. This has been one of the worst things I have ever been through in my life. I have never had to worry about where I'm going to be warm or sleep or anything like that. So
yeah, the house to sleep in. Throw some blankets on the bed.
On me, and I'm trying not to let my son see that or let this affect him at all. When I get off work.
But you beg right in front of your son. Her son is in the back seat. He always is.
I don't have anywhere, to stay besides my car. And the county schools are closed again tomorrow for the weather and the possibility.
Now, her son is 2 years old. He's not in any county school. Okay?
Of a refreeze, so I'm praying my work is open again tomorrow. Just please.
Right, Allie Joe.
Keep us in your prayers. That alone means a lot. Because where two or more go in prayer, God is there. So
she always uses God.
That's all I'm asking for right now is for prayers and for kindness and encouragement and support while I face this battle that I'm going through.
Okay, so that's the second. Let's see what else we have. I don't know if we have anything else on the second. The third. Oh, yeah.
Make an update. I have done Uber today to try to raise money for the reconnection deposit. I'm short $303 to get all of the power back on. That includes $100 toward the bill. Towards
the bill. Towards the bill. You said you had it. You said you had the bill. So you still need $100 towards the bill and $225 for the deposit. Okay. It's unreal. You already had the money.
$225 deposit.
I know, sunshine.
Today,
I can't keep, man, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna keep doing it in between
shifts. I'm getting better at this. These video beggars is a lot of work, man.
An appointment to go
a lot of work.
That's $80
but it's worth it.
I'm gonna have to take off work to go do that, but it is what it is.
So she's gonna have to take off work to go do plasma. Does that make any sense to anybody? How you would take off work?
My pride and my courage to come on here and ask for help.
Thank you, sunshine. Appreciate it.
It's very, very embarrassing if you've never been in a situation like this. And then I have people that come on here that are bullying me, telling me to go myself, that I don't deserve to live because I can't provide right now the right way. Part of domestic violence and abuse is financial abuse, emotional, physical, me not being able to finish my education, things like that, so that I was fully dependent on his dad, so that when I got ready to leave and press charges, I had nothing for myself. Thankfully, our home lease was in my name and my car was in my name. That was falling apart because he wouldn't take care of it. He didn't provide. He didn't take care of us.
Okay. So, if the home lease was in your name and he is locked up, why did you need to get a new place? Does that make sense to anybody? And he didn't provide. He didn't take care of us. Now she's going to contradict herself right here.
But just because I'm in this financial struggle right now does not mean that I am a bad person. It does not mean that I am not deserving of good things in life. It does not mean that I am not a good parent. A bad parent would have stayed in the situation for the money, to have the money with the bad.
To have the money? You just said that he's a bad provider, that he didn't take care of you. He didn't fix your car. So, which is it?
Partner. But I finally got so fed up. I said, we will figure it out without him or his money. That it's not everything in life. So while I am trying to regain my life and my financial freedom and my confidence, I don't need people bullying me. If you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say it at all. And I can't call my baby daddy because he's in jail for the domestic violence. So
but he's in jail or he's in prison? Which is it? Oh, I know. It's neither one.
If you don't know part of the story or you don't know what's going on, I am more than happy to tell you or tell anyone.
Well, you can come in here and talk to me, sweetheart, but I bet you won't.
I'm working multiple jobs to provide for me and my son. His dad made about $60,000 more a year than what I'm making right now.
$60,000 more a year than what she's making right now. But he didn't provide. He was a bad provider. A what?
So it's a big difference. It's a big difference. Hey guys,
it's just wild. The things that she says. And I get it. You know, I get it. A lot of people, they don't connect the dots, right? But I'm always going to connect the dots. So let's go to the third. Let's see what we got on that.
To another, so we are going to make a pull-up run at Walmart.
I thought you had no money. How are you going to buy pull-ups when you said the money that you had, everything's going towards that? So how do you have pull-up money?
I just want to say that I am grateful for all the help that we have received. I am down to $125 needed to get the power restored and for us to be able to be home tonight.
Oh, I know, Officer. When I have the screenshots of her on Facebook offering resources to other people.
So I won't be off till like 3, 4 a.m., but I want to go home to my warm bed after that. I'm just trying to get that last little bit to get us back in the house. Then we're covered with everything else for the rest of the month, and I have plenty of time to start saving for March for the next month's bill. So any donation at all, whether it's $1, $5, $10, whatever, it's going towards that. I am headed into work. It's Tuesday night. It is 6:19 p.m. and I just wanted to make an update and say that the power has been taken care of. It has been paid, and I'm going to give proof of a receipt. I tried to do the green screen with the hand, and it's for some reason it's not putting a voice or any sound. So I'll just post it in the comments of this video. And I also sent the receipts to the 2 women that helped with the hotel. They got those separately, privately. I wanted to make sure that everyone that donated and helped in some way got proof of what it went for. So the power will be on around 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow. It was pretty late in the day today when I got it taken care of. So we just have one more night in the car, and then we're going back home, finally. And this feels like it has just been a week from hell.
Oh, Lordy.
I just want to go to my bed. I just want to get clean and go to my house.
Why can't you get clean?
Oh, man.
We don't have a motel.
Yeah.
Almost out of gas. I'm trying to put
No, it's the gas bag. I mean,
without me having
her car just drinks gas.
It won't flip if you're doing a video for some reason. I am going to the food bank Saturday. I have found one that is open then to try to help offset some of the costs.
Remember that, because she's currently begging for food right now.
I'm extremely grateful for everybody that has helped, because there's no way I would have been able to do that without.
Yeah, they do. They clear real fast.
Behind us and supporting us and praying for us and donating, and so thank you, baby. Oh, my little kiss.
What you say wrong?
No shoes.
No shoes, no socks. But you're sleeping in your car? Get the hell out of here.
Say thank you. That is his thank you, and this is my thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy, it is Tuesday
Yeah, I was ready to throw up.
It's Tuesday.
I mean, just, if you, oh, this made me want to get sick. Oh, yeah. She deleted this video. This video was Tuesday morning, so this would be right before the one I just showed. I have here in just a second, if it stops glitching with the sun. I'm going from one job to another. I work third shift, and now I'm going to my second job. I've spoken with the power company. My bill was $331. Again, she got money for a hotel room Monday night, but she's pulling out of her driveway. My deposit needed $225 and then a reconnection fee of $35. So total needed is $591, if I did my math right. And this is what I have. Let me stop so it shows. Hold on, let me restart this. Okay, I spoke with the power company, and I'm going to get proof of what I have. Why you have to speak to the power company again? Here in just a second, if it stops glitching with the sun. I'm going from one job to another. I work third shift, and now I'm going. It is sunshine. It's just on and on and on. It's video after video. My deposit needed $225. Okay, so her bill was $331. Deposit needed $225. And a reconnection fee of $35. Oh, now all of a sudden you have a reconnection fee of $35. I mean, these amounts just go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Just more money. So total needed is $591, if I did my math right. And this is. Oh, you just told us it's $553 in another video. Now she shows her banking account. Real smart. There is a timestamp at the top from it being 2:22 a.m. I'll show you a screenshot of that in a minute. So I have $464 saved from what I've earned in donations that have been sent in. I wanted to prove that and show that so that anyone that has helped. Yeah, she says the kid goes to a babysitter that she pays off for. And how you pay the babysitter? The last little bit needed, and you work 12-hour shifts, but you need a hotel room overnight? What? Somewhere in there, because the longer I stay in the car with him, the more expensive it gets for gas, food. Already out of gas again. We have to eat junk or something through the drive-thru because we have no way to cook. Then I'm looking at a hotel because I don't want him in the car in freezing weather. That's anywhere from $55 to $120. When I tell you that she made over $1,000 in this scam probably over 1K on this power scam, I am not kidding you.
Yeah, because we don't know how much she made in her payouts.
Yeah, definitely. We know she got $200 on the GoFundMe, but we know that a lot of people are like, well, I don't want you to have to worry about waiting to get it, and I know that GoFundMe takes a fee, blah, blah, blah. And this is just ridiculous. I just want to say that I am grateful for all the help that we have received. I am down to $125 needed to get the power restored and for us to be able to be home tonight and be warm and be safe and not be in the car. I do work third shift, so I won't be off till like 3, 4 a.m., but I want to go home to my warm bed after that. I'm just trying to get that last little bit to get us back in the house. I don't think so. Then we are covered with everything else for the rest of the month, and I have plenty of time to start saving for March for the next month's bill. So any donation at all, whether it's $1, $5, $10, whatever, it's going towards that. I am headed into work for the night. I think that we're up to just playing her videos, because I kind of ran out of time to post anymore. It was like constant editing, constantly going back to her page, to find new stuff. It's on and on. And what she does, and what I noticed is, I followed her back, and I said this in the previous live. I followed her back in the summer. I'm going to go to her account. I'm going to play her new videos. I followed her back in the summer. And, you know, she had DV up. So I kind of left it alone. But then I started noticing a pattern of her deleting videos. Like, once the scam's over, she starts dirty deleting stuff. And that really bothered me. So I started recording. And that first video that you saw was from November that I could get. Of course, these videos slowly start to disappear. So I will continue to record your videos, Taylor, Paige, whatever your name is. And this, you know, she made this before the power got cut back on. You know, a shower for us is $30 a pallet. Unless you have a well, I have a well, then you wouldn't have water. And she said that she had to get the water cut on. So we know that you're not on a well. But these little videos right here is just, you know, it's another form of manipulation to get people to give you stuff, to give you more money. So she comes back on, and we start a different scam. But before I get into that, I'm going to show you the screenshots that I have. So you'll see this says, we were able to get a hotel room for the night. And that was a Sunday night. You're also going to see that this is Georgia Power, okay? This is Georgia Power. This is what Georgia Power app looks like if you make a payment through Georgia Power. Let me find the screenshot that she showed that you're going to find laughable, that I found laughable, of the bill that she supposedly paid. Good gracious. I got a lot in here. And I have cleaned out my gallery all week. This is the screenshot that she put in the chat. Guys, you see this? Georgia Power, Georgia, USA. It's not a town, guys. Okay? This is so fake right here. I mean, this looks like some electric company thing or something, you know, like when we were kids and we watched Electric Company and Sesame Street. Like that was her receipt. And then let me show you, because I zoomed in on this. Look at this. Look at this background. That's fake. That's not an app. That's not a pay app that you go on. Look at it. The whole thing's fake. Then there's her banking account that she shows. Good morning, Taylor. Like, does the bank know that it's good morning? Does the bank know that it's morning time? Does it change to afternoon? Yeah, we're going to get to that in a minute, just me. Let's show all for one what I had. So here she is on Facebook. If you can message me, I can give you a few places that will help with delivered groceries or a gift card for groceries. I also ran into this issue when going to food banks working daily. Oh, this is another one too. They were down to $225 needed. Right here. If it would be flagged if spelled differently. I wonder how you know that. Here she is on Facebook Marketplace asking about clothes for her son. And then here she is giving people resources for rent and utilities. Huh. And just so you know, that's her. That's her profile pic. Oh, here's baby daddy. There's baby daddy. Baby daddy is a registered SO. A lot of times he don't want to register though. What's her name? That's a good question. I couldn't tell you. She goes by a lot of different names. Looking for a Christmas tree. Yeah, she goes by a lot of different names. A lot. Yeah, there's baby daddy. He don't like to register. You see that? Probation violation. Arrested in 2023. Arrested in December of 2023. And he did get arrested in August. Do you see what that says? Violation, probation, felony. But he's not locked up anymore. Here's the GoFundMe that she had. You see how much she's raised on it? And then this morning, she started a new one. And this right here, she got this toy for her kid, for the child for Christmas. Selling now due to move. She got this for free through a Christmas drive. And she turned around and sold it on Facebook for $150. This kind of stuff Bugs finds, I tell you. She's good at this. Then here she is asking about in-home health care position with caregiving. I have 15 years experience. Also current with CPR and negative tuberculosis tests. Yeah, she said it had never been used, Jules. Never been used. Then here she is. I have funds for gas and food so far donated. Is sending you a message with City for my safety. You know, it's a hotel an option. So we know that women are her main contributors. We know that they're the ones helping the most. And there he is on her old Instagram. Same dude. You can see the neckties are very distinctive. Very distinctive. And you can see here, somebody said call the city and find a warming station. We got a hotel last night. Someone helped us get one. They have a warming station open during the day, but it closes before nighttime. It's not able to have people sleep there. You know, and here's people, you know, concerned about her moving the car with carbon monoxide. And she said, we stayed in a hotel last night. Yeah, comments are going fast. Trying to show this as fast as possible. There's a lot crammed in this phone. Then it says, be safe with you and your son. I'm working third shift while he's with a babysitter. So why, you know, again, why did you need a hotel room? You can't tell me you're getting up at 4 a.m. and going to the sitters and waking your baby up, your 2-year-old up, and you're going and getting a room till checkout. Like, come on. Yeah, I can in a minute. Then she says in this comment, somebody says, who babysits for you when you're on third shift? Well, I had to pay a babysitter. Well, how are you paying for that? When you said you didn't have no money. You know, you didn't get no paycheck. Who's requesting? Okay. If you're requesting, you're going to have to let me know in the comments, okay? Somebody said, you're doing an amazing job. I wish you lived near me. I would watch your baby for free. It's so hard to trust people to watch them. I applied for a state daycare vouchers to try to get it covered that way. And this comment, people are talking about high power bills. She says, what do we do, freeze? And this is Monday morning. It says mine's projected to be $450 plus due in March. I'm saving immediately for that. Number one, you said your power is cut off. So how do you know what it's going to be if it's cut off? My light bill was $500. Thank you for saying that. I know everyone's struggling. Some people act like I was crazy when I said my bill was $331 for 1 month. Yeah, it's crazy because according to you hadn't even been there a month. It's legit. My next bill is projected to be over $450. But you didn't have no power. How could you know that? How is it going? How are you going to sign in to an app? And I'm going to show you, and I showed you already, that's an app that you sign into. Okay? So, if your power was off, how is it going to give you a projected bill? And then somebody here says, go get prepaid lights. I'm thinking that after that, I'm thinking about that after my bill's paid. I use 17 to 30 a day. What? 17 to 30 a day? Let's do the math, guys. Let's do the math real quick. That'd be $510 just at 17 for a 30-day period.
I'm on budget. Mine right now, being on budget, my power bill is $130 a month.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just the contradictions and the things that she says are just mind-blowing. And then here, in this video I just showed you screenshot of, I sleep in my massive turbo diesel SUV 4x4. Luckily, I can access a motel room for bathroom and shower. Plus, I eat for free at church and shower there too. I have a tiny little Echo Sport. It's very cramped sleeping in here, but better than not having a car to sleep in at all. You never slept in the car. You got money for hotel rooms. The only night you said you slept in the car was Monday night before the power got turned on. Supposedly Tuesday. No, wait a minute. It was Tuesday night. And I'm going to play that video here in a minute. But you never slept in the car. And I'm sorry, but if your vehicle is so expensive that you have to do that, then you've bought way beyond your means. They closed down my plant when it iced real bad and snowed over 6 days. So I worked continental 12-hour shifts. So that made it like a week and a half, no pay. So when the power got cut off, I just went into my car instead of staying in the house where it was 30 degrees. Now, I'll tell you, I'm not doxing the place she works at because she don't work there. Continental is over 2 hours away. The nearest Continental was like 2 hours away. Wasn't it, Bugs?
Yep.
Yeah, ain't no way. Then we got Donna. And I'm going to start tagging these people in my videos. Because I'm going to make a power contradiction video. I'm so happy. But I did drop you a little on Venmo if you need food or gas. Thank you, Donna. I sent a thank you on there as well. I'm not sure if you saw that. And I don't think she's working, Sunshine. I don't think she's working at all. And this lady went and looked up her profile. This lady here, Donna, has a GoFundMe. Cancer. Helping a family face hard reality of cancer. And she gave her money. These are the people giving her money, guys. How dare you? How dare you take from somebody else that truly needs help? But, why should I be shocked? It's everything that we've seen before. It's just on and on and on. It never ends. It never ends. So let's go to her account. I might have to hide his face for a second. Because I haven't edited those videos. But here's her next scam, guys.
Sorry, I just got up. We are, finally at home and safe, and he is content to be back at home. He's very happy, playing on the tablet he got for Christmas, listening to music. I got a call from the finance company that I make my car payments to. My car is getting put up for repossession Friday morning for the lapse of insurance coverage because I am making finance payments to them. I have to have full coverage, and I kind of explained the situation of what had happened, that we had lost our power, and we had been sleeping in that car, and, it has been a really, really hard week for me, financially, mentally, physically, everything all around, and they're still going to come pick up my car. They're going to pick it up. I have until Friday morning at 8 a.m. to prove I have full insurance. I have to send the full coverage binder over, or they're going to come get it. And, of course, they know where it is. I mean, and I've only had it since December, the car before the motor blew, so that's my only transportation. We don't have public buses or anything like that in the rural area where we live, so it's just one thing after another, and what do you do, What do you do? So anything at all, if I get, will go towards that. Once I get paid Friday evening, when I go into third shift, I'll be able to catch some things up, but as of right now, my hands are tied. There's nothing I could do. And of course, I would pick power for me and my son to have our home over car insurance, but I have to have my car to get to work, so... Everybody, sorry.
It's just wild. Absolutely wild. Let me look and see if she's deleted this other video. She did. She sure did. She sure did delete it. I have it. We'll play it.
I'm getting ready to go into work, and I'm just coming on here for a minute before I shower and start getting ready. I'm so stressed out about my car. Like, I'm physically sick to my stomach. And
wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's another video before this.
Lose my car, I lose
remember.
my jobs. Morning, everybody. Sorry I look so rough this morning. I slept.
Okay.
Sorry. Morning, everybody. Sorry I look so rough this morning. I slept really good. We actually just stayed at home without the power because it was around like 48 degrees, 47 degrees. And then the power came on at 8 o'clock this morning. That was amazing. We got warm and comfy. We are getting breakfast now at Chick-fil-A. Someone was kind enough to get our breakfast. I am just so grateful that we have our power on and we are safe. During all of this, my car insurance lapsed, so I am driving around without car insurance right now. So just please continue to keep me and us in your prayers while we get through this really bad time and get closer to stability and back on my feet. If I get any donations in the GoFundMe or Venmo or anything at all, I will put it towards car insurance so I can make sure I'm safe to drive to work. I don't have a choice. I cannot not go to work. Even if I don't have car insurance, I have to go. I have 2 jobs I have to go to. But I'm just grateful to have power. I can't tell you how it felt over the weekend to be in that situation, especially as a parent when your child's looking up to you to take care of them, and hundreds of dollars were wasted, to have a hotel. And
how about thousands?
I'm just grateful though that it's done and we are safe. So thank you, everybody.
Okay, there's another video before this, because remember she was going to Chick-fil-A to get breakfast? Am I wrong, Bugs?
Yeah.
Or is that after that? Here it is.
So rough this morning. I slept really good. We actually just stayed.
No?
Good morning, everybody. Sorry I look so rough this morning. I slept really good. We actually just stayed at home without the power because it was around like 48 degrees, 47 degrees. And
Oh,
then
did
the
she
power
say
came
that
on at 8
in
o'clock
this
this
video?
morning. That was amazing. We got warm and comfy. We are getting breakfast now at Chick-fil-A. So
Okay,
just
yeah,
kind
she
enough
said
to get
that.
our
Okay. I was like, did I miss it? Am I missing something here? So, then in the comments, somebody says, how much will it cost to get the insurance? I have to do full coverage with a $500 deductible. So my monthly is $265. And I did 65 at Uber a day. They even called my insurance broker to see if I could buy a whole new policy somewhere else. But that would be cheaper, but it's the cheapest available. Girl, I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to make a spreadsheet of your bills, because they crazy. I mean crazy. I ain't got there yet. Need to slow down now. Oh wow, be so careful. I don't know how much a ticket for insurance is there, but it's spendy here in Montana. Car will get impounded and I will be arrested if I get pulled over. I'm very scared to drive work tonight. As of Friday, my car is being impounded by the finance company because of the lack of insurance. It's just one thing after another. Then down here, yeah. Yes, it absolutely would be. I got approved for a credit card for emergencies today, but it takes 10 business days. I called to ask for overnight shipping, but it's not a possibility. Well, yeah, it's not an option. It's just one thing after another. I think this is the next video.
I'm just coming on here for a minute before I shower and start getting ready. I'm so
I just played this.
about my car.
So what's crazy about this video is that the other video I played where she's going down through the driveway, like it looked like she's going down somebody's driveway talking about it, was at 6:30, and she said, I'm going into work early. I think I already played that. Did I already play that, Bugs?
I am getting ready to go into work.
No, it's this one.
Take the time to come and just tell everyone that I'm grateful and extremely thankful for the help with money, everybody that's been praying, being very supportive and telling me that I'm doing a good job, because when you're going through something like I am, something small as, hey, I see you, hey, I think you're doing okay, regardless of what's going on, that really goes a long way. And some days, for me, when my mental health is really bad, something that small really, it helps it and it brings it up. If you don't have a support system and don't have people in your life locally or like in real life, it means a lot having it on the internet. And I'm grateful for the people that I do have. I've applied for some starter loans and some credit cards and things like that, and I've gotten some to help, to have in emergency situations. I've never been able to have that before, so I just assumed I couldn't get it, but it means a lot to me that I could. That means I'm, getting more stable financially. My credit's getting better, so but just thank you to everyone, especially those that didn't judge and weren't mean to me, because somebody going through something like this already, you don't need hatefulness and people being rude, and then it's the people that have Bible verses and God in their bio, but then they're making fun of me and cussing me like a dog so bad that TikTok won't even show the comments. They're flagging them and letting me review or delete them. So, and then, getting the messages telling me to go off myself, and they're calling defects on me, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't believe you one bit about all that. But whatever. And then these comments like this, I'm trying, I'm so really depressed tonight. Join me in prayer over my car. Like, it's just on and on and on. And then she says, I get paid tomorrow, but I owe back for the loans that were helped with to get the power cut back on. You never said anything about taking any loans out. Okay? And we already know that when you take loans out with people, like the lady you did before, what did you do with her? Oh, that's right. You promised and promised to pay her back, and then you blocked her. So, it's ridiculous. Let's see what we got next. So, let's go back to her account. Because, yeah, we're up to this. Well, no, you know what we're up to? I think we're up to the Coach bag now.
Yeah, one she did with a purse.
Mm-hmm. I gotta find it. I know I had it. So, here's the new GoFundMe. It's just $600 GoFundMe. Links in her bio. You can go look at it. Like I said, the other GoFundMe is still up as far as I know. Yeah. So this was her video this morning.
And this is not the update and video I was hoping that I had to make this morning, but it is what it is. As of this morning, my car has been repossessed, not due to non-payment of the car payment, but because the insurance lapsed while we were sleeping in the car. When I missed that week of work for the ice storm, I wasn't able to pay car insurance or my utilities that week. I got a big bind, missing a whole 6-7 days of work. I got a really bad bind, so that came an hour before the cutoff time. They were supposed to be out at 8 a.m. at the latest to get the car, or like by 8 a.m. she said. They were here at like 6:50 to get it, so they didn't give me any time. And when I tell you today I'm this close to the end, I mean it. That was really the last leg for me, the last straw for me. I have been working as hard as I can, both jobs, and the job where I make my most money, my main income is 55 minutes away. We don't have public transportation, we don't have buses, anything like that. So I looked into Uber. Uber's going to be $120 a day to get there and back, just to one job, not including the stop to the babysitter, there and back. So I just lost everything today. Lost everything. So it is what it is, and I just gotta pick up and keep going. I don't understand God's plan right now, but it's happening for a reason. I still have my old car that I had before I got this one, but the motor's blown in it, so that was gonna be the same exact price to fix as it was for me to get a whole new car. So
really?
That's why I did that instead.
Wow, that must be some kind of expensive motor. I first saw her in the summer, just me, but I couldn't tell you how long she's been around doing this. I really, the more I watch her videos, the more Bugs watches them. We really think that she's a pro at this.
He definitely did this before.
Now there are some videos, and this video in particular, I heard what I thought to be a dog shaking. Like, when a dog shakes, you hear its collar or its leash. I've also noticed her eye movements. But I've also noticed that sometimes she has a paper Like in this video, it seemed like she had a paper. Like she's reading from a script. But then sometimes I feel like it's unscripted. So I don't know. Maybe she go practice it in a mirror. I'm telling you, these people do anything to get your money. There's no low.
You don't have a video of the Coach bag?
Yeah, I'm going to get ready to show it.
Okay.
So then this comment says, I'm so sorry. I get their concern on insurance, as if you wrecked, you wouldn't be able to replace the car with a loan. But if you hit someone, what options would they have? If I were in your shoes, I would advise to watch the kids at home or maybe dog sit. Please don't give up. It says, trust me, I fully get why they did it, especially with me only having the car 2 months and owing so much on it. The sad part is I get paid tonight. If I had a way to go pick up the check now, I've got to find the Uber. You pick up the check. I mean, come on. How many people pick up checks? An actual paper check? If you work for this big corporation, you're not getting a paper check, okay? It's getting deposited straight into your banking account, number one. Number two, if you owed so much on the car, why don't you just replace the motor? Direct deposit, correct. Correct. And then here's a screenshot of when she showed the GoFundMe from earlier. When it said it was being processed. But it says current balance 0, so I don't know. And she could have taken that screenshot at any time. Then somebody said, that is a long commute to work. Jobs are out there. I'm 62 and I just got a new job. Everything locally here pays around $12, $15 an hour, which isn't a livable wage with one income. So that's all you're getting. I mean, I don't know. How much does a forklift runner make? I don't know.
I looked in her town, and there was warehouses that were hiring for $23 an hour.
Okay. And then this comment here. I'm sorry you're going through this, but it will get better. Your baby needs you. Because, you know, she's making these subliminal things about herself. It's legit. It just feels like a slap to the face after everything we've been through last week. I mean, we were sleeping in the car. You never slept in the car. You got money for hotel rooms. And the sad thing is, I'm months up to date on payments. Months? How are you months up to date on payments? But see, this is why we screenshot things like this. Now, this was back during the power scam. I thought this was a really weird comment here. Do you have room to have a roommate? Yes, I'm about to start looking for a roommate to move in with me to lessen the bills. It's too much for one person. Rent in my area is, 1.5 to 2.2K for a livable home. Roommates aren't always fun, but can help you cut your bills in half. Like, what? You're going to get a roommate? But you say you're a DV victim, so you're just going to let just anybody just move in your home.
Carry on.
Like, what? That's so weird. Who would say something like that? Like, you're going to let somebody move into your home, and you say that you do everything to take care of your child. So you're just going to move some stranger in that you don't know? Like, what? So then here's this coach video that was posted this morning.
I'd say a dark chocolate with a very deep red interior. It is an authentic bag. Trying to show the patchwork on it. It is a very nice bag that also has a wallet and a wristlet. The wristlet is removable. I'm going to do a drawing for that. If you donate any amount to any of my payments listed in my bio, I will take your name and put it in a drawing and send this bag out to whoever wins. I will come back and do a live or a video showing that it's going to be randomized with every name. I will write them down, every single person or anyone at all. No minimum. That is just a way of me trying to do like an incentive. So I'm not just asking for help. I'm putting something out there in return. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I tried to sell it on Marketplace at the pawn shop, but they were really lowballing me. It's a very nice, authentic coach. It's like a $350, $400 bag. So that would be my idea, to try to raise some money for my car, and then give a gift to someone for helping me. So I am bringing.
So, this video's gone. There may or may not have been people reporting that video. In my opinion, she's getting pretty desperate to go and pull that. And like, if it was authentic Coach bag, where'd you get it from? Because you said you've been struggling all these months and months, and you sold everything that you got nailed down to the ground, girl. Besides your clothes and your furniture. But that video's gone. Yeah. So, and even here, somebody says, and they said recipe, but I know what they meant. Do you have the receipt and the cloth bag that comes in? And she said, no, I bought it secondhand, but it's authentic. And then she shows this screenshot from Coach, which that's not the same bag. That's all black, completely. So yeah, that's, not the same. Not the same. And she says mint condition. No, it's not. It's used. You said you bought it secondhand. So, and then it's really funny because in this same video, someone that's working with me and Bugs, commented several things about insurance, about not getting your car repaid for insurance, but if you got pulled over, it would get impounded. And they kept messaging me, do you see my comments? And I said, no, I'll see your comments. Why didn't I see your comments? Because they were deleted. So, that's what she's doing. But that video's gone. And then we get up to this. People in the comments are starting to ask questions about family. And she gets real pissed off about this. Grandma, etc. Good luck. I hear baby's prayers. My son doesn't have a grandma. Please don't assume that everyone has a family to call an emergency. It's just me and my son. His father is in jail for domestic violence since July. July?
Yeah, hold on a minute. He ain't nowhere.
No, and she said August. So is it August or is it July? Which is it?
Farming on ways to get my car back. I have this Coach Tatum carry-all. It is like a dark, I'd say a dark chocolate with a very deep red interior. It is an authentic bag. Trying to show the patchwork.
They all have that patchwork, whether they're fake or not.
That also has a wallet and a wristlet. The wristlet is removable. I'm going to do a drawing for that. If you donate any amount to any of my payments listed in my bio, I will take your name and put it in a drawing and send this bag out to whoever wins. I will come back and do a live or a video showing that it's going to be randomized with every name. I will write them down, every single person or anyone at all. No minimum. That is just a way of me trying to do like an incentive. So I'm not just asking for help. I'm putting something out there in return. I'm trying to do as much as I can. I tried to sell it on Marketplace at the pawn shop, but they were really lowballing me. It's a very nice, authentic Coach. It's like a $350, $400 bag. So that would be my idea, to try to raise some money for my car, and then give a gift to someone for also helping me. So I am bringing.
Okay, so like I said, that video is gone. Let's see what else. What else we got? I'm
just coming here to say, if you don't have anything at me, my son have been through. I'm just coming here to say, if you don't have anything kind to say, then please don't say anything at all. It's free. It costs nothing to be kind to people. So people basically mocking me, saying, there's got to be someone I can call for help. There's not. So put yourself in my shoes, going through something like that with your kid, and then your kid going through it, and you really don't have anybody to call. There's not a number you can pick up. There's not someone that will take you in, that will help you, that will hug you or love you or show affection or know that you're safe. So think about that. Put yourself on someone else's shoes before you're going to mock, you're going to make fun of someone, you're going to be hateful. Because if I did have help, I wouldn't have put my story and exposed myself to the bullying, the harassment, and the hatefulness that I'm getting here. There are some really loving and kind people that I have met here, and I will never forget those people through this. I will never forget y'all. I'm here because of the help that you have given me and my son. For those of you that don't take the time to ask questions, you just assume. You don't have to listen. You don't have to look at the videos. If it bothers you that bad, I'm sorry. Imagine how I feel. That's all I can say. So yeah, like I said, we lived in that, stuff like that for a long time because I didn't have anyone to call to help me. I didn't have anywhere to go first, to go to a safe house or someone to say, I'm sorry, you're dealing with that.
Oh, you were in a safe house.
So after the week that me and my son have been through.
So this is the hands green screen that she keeps showing. And you can decide for yourself. Let's see what else we got on this scroll. I think that we're down to this. So suddenly she just gets her car back, guys. Now, I'm going to preface this to tell you that I do not think she got any money. The reason I don't think she got any money out of this insurance car scam, maybe, yeah, I know. Can you calm down? In the comments, sir, honey. Okay. This is a progressive thing. Because her scams go on and on and on for days. We've already seen that with other things that she's raised money for. So for her just to automatically say she got the car back, I'm not buying it.
And saw my work ethic, and I sent receipts after receipts for the thing. See, we got our car back thanks to some really amazing women that trusted me wholeheartedly and saw my work ethic, and I sent receipts after receipts for the things that I have been helped with to earn that trust and that transparency. But people saying that, I'm not budgeting or I don't have a job, things like that, that really hurts. When you're struggling that bad, that hurts. Because I am busting my butt down to my fingers to the bone every day to provide just to be able to have a roof over my head. And, like today, the little bit of money I did have went back to go getting this car, so now I don't get to eat tonight. He's going to be okay. He always is, but Mom's not, and that's the sacrifices I'm making. And that's a lot of things that people don't see. My income is barely getting us by. I mean, barely. A lot of nights I'm going to bed without taking care of myself with food. You know, I don't have tampons half of the time because I can't afford them. Self-care items, things like that, because he comes first and the bills come first. So when you're telling somebody, you know, that they're not doing enough when they're literally doing everything they can within their power and their means to get ahead, what else am I supposed to do? I've applied to go back to school for grants to get to finish my nursing education that I started before the domestic violence.
Always, Jules. Always driving.
Part-time. I do Uber. I've sold everything in my home worth $1 value.
Even your kids' toys.
I don't do nails. I don't do anything like that. I don't eat out. I don't do, unless it was a gift maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do
shopping. You gotta add that in there.
We don't do anything like that. Nothing. I haven't been on a vacation. Nothing. I don't do anything like that to budget every dollar to the bills and to debt.
Yeah, we're gonna make a spreadsheet on your bills, girl.
As you can see, we got our car back.
Now, let's go to her account and show you the newest video, because now, we're pulling out all the stops now. Let me resituate my leg. It's going to sleep on me.
This is the reality of domestic violence and the holes that have been punched into the walls. When I would close the door and try to hide, or the door being slammed, hole size, fist size hole right there, there again. And then me being pushed into the wall here to where it just crumbled and tore the whole wall up to where mold was coming in. This is the reality of domestic violence and the holes that have been punched into the walls. When I would close the door and try to hide, or the door being slammed, hole size, fist size hole right there, there again. And then me being pushed into the wall here to where it just crumbled and tore the whole wall up to where mold was coming in. This is the reality of domestic violence and the holes that have been punched into the walls.
That's awful low to the floor for somebody to punch a hole in the wall. I usually see them higher up. Lordy, lordy, girl. That's the last video.
You didn't have a video where her asking for food now?
Yeah, I just played that one with the kid in the back where I was trying to cover it up the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you just said you moved in there, so did you already have that, like, pre-recorded? I mean, I don't get it. Turn my camera off now. I think I'm good. It's just one thing after another. Yeah, when your place came after. When your place came after. Every day. And you know it's going to be something new in the morning. And I mean, it's going to, the food and the gas, which she said she was going to a food pantry on Saturday. I played that video earlier. A lot of lies, a lot of contradictions, Sunshine. And, it's the worst thing to lie about. It really is. Because so many women on here, especially women that are just scrolling their FYP, they can relate to what she's saying, what she is claiming. But for me not to be able to, me, Barry's, and Bugs cannot find him. And Barry's is in the state of Georgia. So I asked her, if she could look it up. He's not in prison. He's not in jail.
We have looked in every county. I've looked in the Department of Corrections for Georgia. He's not in any prison.
Yeah. I think he's there with her, and I don't think she ever moved. I mean, unless you pre-recorded that video, but the way she talks, that's the house she's living in right now. It all is just contradicts everything that she said. And that's why she deletes the videos, especially the ones like that power receipt. That's the biggest bogus power receipt I've ever seen in my life. That is some chat GPT shit if I've ever seen some. Like, it's just ridiculous. But people just, they believe anything anybody says on here. So I'm going to work on a video about the contradictions in the power bill. Like I've never gotten my power bill and said, "Oh, it's 300 today." Then the next day it's over 400, and then the next day, a couple days later, it's 331. No, you know what your power bill is, and you knew it was due if it was really due. Just like your car insurance, Like I told Bugs, me and her talk about this stuff all the time in chat, and I said, my bills are put. I have a bill calendar where I put all my bills on, so I know when they're due.
Exactly. I know when my rent's due. I know when my phone bill's due. I know when power bill's due.
Yeah. I mean, it all lines up. It's not like this, and we see this on here with these beggars and scammers constantly. That they don't know. They don't know when their bills are due, or oh, it just popped up. It just snuck up on me. And I mean, she's already setting up that her power bill is going to be $450 next month. So it's just going to be something else and something else. The next video I make, I'm going to go through her comments and I'm going to tag every single person that I can try to. She's got one lady giving her a lot of money, but she's on private and she will not accept my request. And what do you do? And even if she does, and I send her a message, there's no guarantee she'll ever look at it. But if I can try to get some people.
MP does have family, everybody.
She does have family. He has family too. And I'm sorry, but you're getting all this money. Where's all this money going? There has to be something else going on, guys. Has to be. There's no way. I'm telling you, when I tell you she definitely got over $1,000 for this power scam, I'm not lying. It could be twice that much. We don't know. Her Venmo, I can see her Venmo, but I can't see the donations. So, I don't know a lot about Venmo. Maybe somebody in the comments does. But can you put the donations just on private? Because I cannot see. And yes, I actually made a Venmo with this one, just so I could try to go look. I don't know if anybody has any experience with Venmo in the comments, because I really don't. I don't need all these pay apps. Well, I mean, you can. I don't exactly know how to do it. I wish somebody would make a video on that kind of stuff. I really do. She did say she was in the MAP program, Jules. She said she pays $500 a month for MAP. Yeah, Sunshine, and I hate to think that, but there's just something going on. There's no way you're blowing through this kind of amount of money, especially when you said that you were going to be on controlled rent and you were going to be basically you were going to get help with utilities. You said that. You said that back on November the 6th, and that date is, it's imprinted in my brain. It'll stay there. Those of you that know me know that I have a memory like you'll never believe. And that's why I'm glad I was able to get that video, because of course that video is gone too. And I think that's one of the biggest things is like, why are you dirty deleting videos when you say you just needed help? Because you don't want other people to know the help that you've gotten. Yeah, I know. So their place came after he went. I mean, how could there be holes in the wall? And look at those holes. Those holes aren't, with somebody standing up making a hole, no, that's not where those are placed. And just because you show something, I don't mean it's your house. I'm sorry. At this point with you, I don't believe anything you say. And I know. I've seen them. I've even seen people go as far as contact awareness creators and give them fake pictures of stuff to try to, discredit them, so to speak. So, no, that's her kid, Sunshine. I got too much proof that it is her kid. I got proof too that she's taking care of other babies, according to her, didn't she, Bugs?
Yep.
Said out on Facebook. Yeah, but we can't find it. So I don't know. He's not the first husband. You see, there's another husband before him. So we don't know. A lot of unanswered questions, but I do tell you what does happen. It consistently seems like with me is the more I cover somebody, people start somebody comes forward. It's just a matter of time. That's why I'm, waiting on. We didn't find Joe's relative, right away. She found us. She found us, and I am going to make a Reddit page about her this weekend too, because that's how she found us, was through the Reddit page that somebody had made. So, yeah, eventually somebody will find me. I've had other scammers' relatives contact me before. I don't know if y'all remember Jeannie Cooper, but her mom had contacted me in the past, and gave me her story. So she didn't want to talk in a live, which is fine, that's completely fine. But she let me know what the lowdown was, and after we exposed, me and Samantha exposed Jenny, she couldn't get any money after that. And I ain't seen her in a long time. Knock on wood. And they come back. Yeah, Hammontree33 is her at.